All right. And so a few things that you mentioned on the table that were super cool I'd like you to kind of discuss. You were talking about just the level of trust that you felt in your body.
Yeah.
Feeling like somebody knows what they're doing and how that is now unlocking new levels of your body's releasing and unwinding, and just like kind of what that felt like for you.
Yeah, I guess you don't realize it until it happens, but it's like when someone's traumatized, and with my accident that's what happened, and my body just locked up after these sessions. And I feel like this session we finally got into my body just being so safe here, and just like, oh, this is the place of healing, like trust Dr. Ravi, and like I just felt like I was in the best hands, and
Aww.
I could just feel my mind finally let go, and then my body accept the healing process. And I've never felt like that before. Like, and I've been on tables before, I've worked with body workers, and that was the first time I felt just 100% safe.
That is so awesome.
Yeah.
And then just to share kind of like what I've noticed in your body. And so, yes, because of the carbon monoxide, also you went through a pretty intense breakup. So, like, central nervous system was just shocked physically, mentally, emotionally at that time. And your deepest levels of muscle around the spine and into the neck just like locked and like didn't want to let the vertebrae have like space to move. That's locking off so much oxygen, circulation, lymph, and those are all critical for you right now.
Yeah, I need everything I can get. Yeah.
And then you notice too, like your left shoulder is feeling like way open, and the left side of the sternum is where the whole lymphatic system drains. So the more your ribs are locked up, the more the sternum is locked up, that left shoulder, all of those deep neck muscles, you just were so guarded. And it's like every time I put my hands in your suboccipitals when you're face up on the table, trying to tilt your chin up towards the ceiling just a little bit, it doesn't want to do that. It's like those top 3 or 4 vertebrae are just like, absolutely not. We are not
So
going
stubborn.
anywhere. And then it started last session, but today it was like we got through just enough last time that your body was like, hey, I'm ready for this. Let's go as deep as we possibly can.
Yes.
And I didn't even really have to like do a whole lot other than just like some focused attention. I didn't have to force it. I didn't have to get super creative and like hit it from all these different angles. It was like all of the layers of your neck and spine and all of those things were just letting go. And you mentioned right now that you said you feel like super symmetrical. And then one thing I did want to explain too, and because I definitely felt it with you today, is there's a lot of chiropractic scans or the conversation around when your head is forward, your head is way heavier. The average head is, I believe, 12 to 15 pounds. And people can get as much as 40 to 60 pounds. There's ways to measure that in the posture. And when I was working on your head, it literally felt like I had your head at just the right angle, that this huge like 5-pound water balloon like came down out of your head and drained. And I physically felt your head go from like the weight of a bowling ball to the weight of a coconut. And like the amount of just like relaxing that then causes your muscles to like the natural response, right, is once all that fluid and pressure is out of there, the muscles and posture just goes And was that like, would you say that that's like similar to what you felt, how you would word that?
Yeah, completely. And like right now, even talking, like usually I feel like my head weighs 1,000,000 pounds like every day, but right now I'm like, I just feel like a weight's been lifted off of me, and I feel open, and like my head feels lighter, like honest.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And one thing I'm noticing too is because it usually sounds like you're almost talking through gritted teeth because of the neck tension, like the top of the neck there, the suboccipitals lock so much into the jaw. And we've tried to hit the jaw and it relaxed it a little bit, but it's almost changing like the tone of your voice.
Oh, wow.
And so I'm going to stitch your interviews together.
Mm-hmm.
And so just for the people watching this video, if you go back a couple of minutes to one of the previous ones, and you can like see if you can notice, but your voice,
wow.
because your jaw's like more open and relaxed, it's
Mm-hmm.
like the voice isn't so gritted and tight. It's almost like your voice was holding in the same pattern that the neck was holding, and now it's like open.
Yeah, and that's what's so crazy, because my body has just been this like concrete, like almost like coffin like feeling, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And right now I just feel like all of that has broken through, and
Mm-hmm.
it's like things are moving, and I just have like this lightness to me that I haven't had in like years. So
Oh, that's so awesome.
yeah.
And one thing that's cool about the fact that you're feeling that way right now is you were not feeling that way when you walked in today.
No, I was.
You had a pretty rough day today. You kind of overdid it, you said yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And so today you just took it super easy, kind of blew off all your responsibilities.
Mm-hmm.
You said you took a really long nap, took a couple of doses of ketamine between the last couple of days,
Mm-hmm.
and that like now how it looks like by your eyes that you're feeling like more alert and like energized, but how would you describe that?
I would almost like feel like the veil is lifted, you know, because like when you're in that much pain and your brain is just kind of like trying to process your stress instead of healing your brain, it's just processing everything. Like I feel like I go into this dark cave, you know, and I get solid and shut in.
Like
and
stuck in it.
Yeah, and this was able to just like move everything through and like tell my body it was okay and get the connections going everywhere, and it just feels like all the weight has been lifted off, and I can like get out of my cave, you know,
and actually heal now.
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
Yeah, because there's a difference between like I can notice when my body is in just like keeping me okay, survival, and then the healing phase. And like before our session today, survival, right now healing. So
that's huge. That's so great.
Yeah,
I'm so excited for you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you.